Let's get this on the road. Let's get it started. Let's do what we gotta do. For me and the crew. Ho, Pat Moore. What up, Pat? Lucky Lefty, what's happening with you, boy? Holatoya. Hope you got that lasagna together. Christian, Bigham, Mel, Angelique Dickinson, Ruru Ice. Happy Founders Day, man. Yesterday they was in there. The bros was in the city heavy. I was asked to come down to 42nd Street, man. I ain't trying to be sick. Hey, Leslie Michelle. Cool individual. Who that? My eyes are playing tricks on me. Phantom Veins, what up? Sheila Price, Sweet D, Nana OG. What up, y'all? How y'all doing out there, man? This is Big Gene. I gotta get my. Let's get this together, man. Let's keep pushing this, y'all. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You understand? Tell a friend to tell a friend. Boogie Brown, did you tell a friend to tell a friend? Tyree Lynch. Hey, Sharice, what's up with you, Mom? Cap 1.
Should be sunny tomorrow. Daytime temperatures will hover around 39 degrees.
I ain't asked you that, Siri. I ain't asked you nothing. Damn, you see how them shits be watching? They be, the Siri don't be playing. She let you know she there. Y'all saw the title, man. Oh my God. She talking about Tex Stephanie. It's on YouTube. The Gene Deal Show. One of the top producers in Hollywood. She gonna tell me what show you on today. I don't know. The Gene Deal Show. OG Patrice, what's up with you? Marcus Kelly. Yo, check it out. Y'all saw the title, man. B World. The title says Kim Porter, right? Life story and 25 years of Notorious B.I.G. I'm going to tell y'all a couple of things that's going on. Because everybody is around here and they talking about Kim Porter and her tell-all book and everything like that. And they talking about Diddy. Yo, it's other people's legacy that has something to worry about. And if y'all know it, I don't have to say it. But if y'all don't know it, I'm here to tell y'all. There's other people other than Diddy that had a lot to worry about. Before I get into that, man, let me get into these people, man, that's sending me their money and not putting an address with their money. I told y'all that's a whole lot of bird feed. That's a whole lot of bird feed, man. So y'all gotta send me y'all address, man, with y'all money, man. I got one cat, Andre, he told me today, so he's good. Who's that? L? Lester White, I'm going to get you today. You know what I'm saying? Your book will be out there tomorrow. You know, thank you for your support, Lester. Who else is that? Let me get right here. What's his name? This guy sent me way more than enough to get this done. And if I can't do, y'all making this hard on me, man. That's why I don't like to do nothing. That's why I don't like to, you know, be a part of nothing, man. When you're a part of something, you depend on your people to do the right thing. Brian Brown, I was supposed to have Shay on here yesterday, but I was just out of it, man. And I'm going through a whole lot of bullshit, man, and I'm trying to get straight. So she was supposed to come up here at 8 o'clock. She didn't call me. I didn't call her. So I definitely got to get her on this show, man. So we can get her stuff out. Yo, Jackson Reed. There you go. Jackson Reed. Jackson, you got to send your address, brother. You got to send your address, Jackson, so I can get your book out. You understand? Please, Jackson, man. If anybody know Jackson Reed, tell him to give me his address. Jackson, send $1.99 with your address or whatever, man. I know you sent $80, but I don't have your address, man. Please, sir. Thank you. He probably said, I ain't got my book yet. Motherfucker, he's robbing people. No, I'm not. All right, let's start first. Queen, everybody, you got your book? Let's start first before I get into the Kim Porter story with this whole concert that they doing big on December the 16th. Canada Dry, Blackberry, in the purple can. Did anybody hear about that? Anybody heard about the thing on December the 16th? A Big doing a whole concert as an avatar. Robin, yeah, they said two of her laptops was missing. But we're not talking about that right now. I'm going to get into that. Oh, Queen, everybody, you saw it today? Yeah, they doing an avatar concert of Big. And I don't think people gonna like that, man. I know they want to make money. Yeah, Avatar Rocky 314. You remember like they did that thing of Tupac and Snoop? And you know it's gonna be Big and Diddy and all that stuff. They doing a whole concert. Yo, Brian, I'm slick with my tongue. I know you remember and everything. I know you remember, Brian, but don't let me get on you. No, I'll tell you what, I'm a bodyguard, all right? Don't play, Brian. We ain't doing that. Because I'll give it to you. Well, you know his estate, his mother, has half of his estate. Faith has the other half. So whoever came up with the ideal and wanted to do it, they said it's going to be the Locks, and it's also going to be Little C's, and it's going to be Diddy. They didn't say anything about Little Kim yet. Yes, Teresa Let You Love, the avatar is like a hologram. All right, thank you, Brian. Straighten that shit out, Brian. Latoya said that shit is creepy. Oh, yeah. Ella Haja El Shabazz, he said he's seen it going around. Yeah. So now y'all see why Little C's was all over there at Diddy pool party, saying all this, changing his whole mind, changing his whole story and shit like that. These niggas will do anything for $1. He want to be a part of the whole celebration on December the 16th, y'all. December the 16th. What do y'all think about that Christian? She said, shake my head. Lee said, sell out. Dawn Abercrombie, shake my head. No, Mace, I don't know if Mace, hey, O'Brien, I don't know if Mace going to be a part of this shit. Because they didn't say Mace's name. Listen. Rocky, I don't know if he praying with Diddy. Anything's possible. I don't think he's sexy enough for Diddy. He like him sexy. Allegedly. So that's what it is. Remember, y'all save the date. December the 16th. They doing an Avatar concert. Y'all be fronting like y'all ain't gonna be there. A lot of y'all gonna be there. A lot of y'all gonna be, going through the whole music thing with Diddy and them and shit like that. Stop playing, man. And I don't have no problem. You can do whatever you want to do. You're grown. But don't get on here and say, man, I hate that shit, man. I don't know why they doing that. And you be the first one out there in the front row. Ain't that right, Miss Dickinson? Won't they be in the front row? Oh my God. Nah, OG, stop it. Nah, they not gonna never get together to expose this man. This man has done a crazy lot of stuff, and I've guided people to certain things, and it's nothing still ain't changed. Let me turn on some light. Let there be light. And then there was. You understand? I've guided people to a whole lot of stuff, and nothing is changing, and I don't know if nothing ever will change. Let me turn some more light on here, man. Gotta get my good side. Let me get my good side. There you go, right there. Yeah, man. Shout out to Stephanie out there in California. She has a extremely big production company. I had a chance to go out there one time when they were filming, what's her name? Dwayne Wade's wife, Gabrielle Union. She can sure blow him down. She wasn't doing it on the set and nothing like that. She was married to the football player when I was around her before she got rid of him and went to the basketball player. Yep. I miss Keisha Harris. She called me boo. Don't be calling me boo. Y'all be trying to get me beat up, Keisha. Stop that, man. No. Niggas be crazy. Niggas be straight crazy. Don't do that, Keisha. You understand? Yeah, Faith gonna be part of the hologram shit too. I wonder if they gonna do a song with him and Tupac on the hologram. You never know. But anyway, let's get serious now. Kim Porter was a model / actress later, and very unique, a very attractive, beautiful brown-skinned woman. In her own right, she was very eccentric. And though that she has passed on and she got kids, I'm going to be very selective of what I say about her. And I'm going to speak more about the men that she could have been writing about. And though one of those men are dead now, it's one that's still around that actually made her introduction to them. He was an individual that was getting young models and bringing them to the industry. And because he had said so himself that he was in drugs and that he was into a lot of whorish ways with women and had the money and the avenue, he would get those young ladies and pass them on. Lee, you reading the book? Thank you, Lee. Lee said they reading this book right here. Hope y'all go get it. Thank you. Damn, Basil. I couldn't even break it down. Basil talking about Russell Simmons. Look at what you call Queen Everybody. Russell Simmons. Damn, y'all go ahead and tell the story then. We waiting for Basil and who that? Queen Everybody. Now I'm just fucking with y'all. Yes, it's Russell Simmons. It was Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons did the same thing with Kimora Lee and a lot of other girls. I'm so Cinderella. All word Russell, all word Simmons, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you have to understand the way the world is today is that Russell was catching a lot of flack about the shit that he was doing way back when, just like Bill Cosby, just like a lot of other people, that she 15 years old back then, and she started talking about that shit, and she put that shit in a book. Now, Kim is close with Kimora and everything like that. You know, they was cool. Veronica Webb. Come on, they just naming it. Ooh, they been putting everybody's stuff out there. I thought I was putting people business out there. Damn. Bridget. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, don't go nowhere. I want to see all them hearts Bridget gave me. Damn, where they at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, 20 hearts, Bridget? Don't mess around, Bridget, and you come up pregnant, all them hearts you put up there. Oh, Gene, it's yours. How? I never seen you. I just seen your hearts. Jokes, Bridget. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so Russell Simmons with all that introducing them young girls to drugs. You understand? All that introducing them to that alcohol and they being underage. The way the system goes right now, they go at least 30 years back. Look at Kevin Spacey. He tried to lock the dude up in the room 30 years ago. What they say? They trying to get him now. Yolanda Williams in the house out there in Cali. What up, Bloody Rufus? Hey, Kim, the songwriter. What up with you, ma? Anyway, so now Russell is doing all that shit like that, introducing these girls. He even got Kim the job over there at Uptown. Because what he doing? Passing her on. Andre Harrell. Andre Harrell was dealing with her before I'll Be Sure. Some people go on and say that Kim is the one who allegedly caught somebody with their knee pads on. And that's how she got that Benz. But I would never repeat nothing like that because I wouldn't tell that because I don't know that for sure. So you'll never hear me come out the mouth that she was the one who saw that because that wouldn't be right. So I'm just going to leave that alone and never say anything about Kim catching somebody on their knees. Leslie Michelle, Kim was cool, but just like any other women that get spoiled to the point whereas that when they wrong, they not wrong. When they need to get checked, and what I mean need to get checked, because you got to treat people no matter what their status and what their position, you got to treat them right. If you see in my book, when I chastised Quincy and Justin for hitting me in the back of the head, Kim tried to say something to me about that. And I had to put her in check with that. Because evidently, you know, you don't train your kids. Kids don't play with grown folks. No matter what they position or what they do. Raymond Richline, what up with you? Dose Love Star. I know Misa had a little staff. I didn't know all the people named in Misa's staff. You understand? So now, when she gets to I'll Be Sure, you know, like, Puffer's getting up there. When I tell y'all people that Misa, Kim was tight and they was friends, they were friends. They were cool with one another. Kim, the songwriter, I'm going to do the stuffing, Kim. I don't want to cook for this Thanksgiving for real. I don't. I'm going to do the stuffing and that's it. I got to hurry up and do it this weekend so Kim can have her stuffing. Hey, Yolanda Williams. Phil Queen. It's good to be seen, Ms. D. So now we here. If somebody that was in the industry and they had to be worried about that book getting out, it would also be Russell Simmons. Andre Harrell ain't here no more. But Russell Simmons would be one of the people that I would think didn't want Kim to tell her story. Because Kim was still young. Oh, look at Win Girl talking about, do the collard greens and the cornbread too. No, I ain't. Now, Max B was much younger. I didn't know him personally. I know of his situation. A lot of them are protected, man. Consuela, I make a hell of a pie, but I ain't doing no pies. I ain't doing nothing. I've been extremely. I would go cook for somebody else and cook at somebody else's house and help them, but I don't want to cook home. No. It's hard getting rid of it. And then people that are cool with the cook that comes over or something like that, or I cook and they'll come get food. I won't be doing it this year for nobody unless I go to somebody else's house and cook. So now, everybody think that Diddy is the one and the only one that has to worry about this book. And a lot of people been coming at me saying, yo, Diddy. Yo, it ain't only Diddy. Diddy didn't start it. Diddy didn't start it, y'all. Now, he may be one of the people that were abusive to her. And I heard back in the day, Russell Simmons had hand problems too. Russell Simmons had problems with his hands too. You understand what I'm saying? And if you got that book, you seen when Diddy had hand problems with Kim, what happened to him. Pretty RJ444. Yeah, I'm not feeling Thanksgiving this year. I was going to go to St. Louis, but I cut my flight back and made it later. Courtney, you want me to smile for you? Hey, Courtney. The book sign, I'm gonna wait until January and find a place. I gotta see how the weather's gonna be. I'm gonna do one in the Bronx, one in Manhattan, and one in Brooklyn. Uprise, one love to you too. No, I don't know nothing about naked fried ribs. I'm reading some of these comments. So now, Kim being as spoiled as she was, and they said she was worth about $12 to $15 million. I think she had enough experience with the industry and enough stuff done in the industry and been around enough people in this industry and lived that rock and roll lifestyle in the industry that she had enough stories to tell. Because everybody know who was doing security for Puff and being around them. They were swingers. They were straight up swingers. And she loved women too. So she had a lot of stories to tell. And when I went shopping with Puff before, and I'm talking about when I was doing bodyguarding him and he was getting those butt plugs. When he's picking up those butt plugs, and I like, what the hell is you getting this for, man? He was like, can I do my shopping by myself? Okay. But when he was getting those butt plugs, I know Kim had something to do with that, because that night at the Swiss Hotel, they were in full effect. Montreal Ross. Hey, yo, shout out to Cass, my manager. Cass, I got that plaque. It'll be here Wednesday. 100,000. I got that plaque. Cass got it. Cass got them to send it out to me on Wednesday. Listen to me, man. Pretty RJ 444. Houses don't get broken into in Hollywood like that. They got all kind of surveillance. They got security and everything like that. They know exactly where those things at. Those iClouds, and they know exactly. They could find out where those things are at. If she was doing, and if she was writing it, it was doing it in Google Docs, Word, some stuff like that. That shit is still out there, and it can be pulled out the sky. You could lose your whole computer. If her kids done wanted to do an investigation and wanted to see what was on those documents that was in that computer, all that shit is right there for them to get it. Bridget B, thank you, Mama. So it's when they try to say the stuff is missing and everything like that, don't believe that the physical of it is missing. But everything that comes over this air, everything that you type, everything that you see, because see, when you're doing a book and you're working with somebody, I don't believe, I could be wrong, I don't believe that Kim was writing that book without some guidance from somebody. You understand? When I was having issue, my man Derek, you know what I'm saying? His mom allowed him to show me how to format, you know, when I first started writing and everything like that. Because I didn't know, you know, how to put it in Google Docs and all that other stuff like that. Derek set that up for me. So his mom allowed him to do that for me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to LJ. So my whole thing about it is this. I know how to tell a story. I know how to write. But I don't know her ability to write the story for someone to be able to and articulate it in a manner where it is enjoyable to others. She could tell the facts of the story and what happened, but I truly believe somebody was helping her. And they may have been, you know, like she typed this and she sent it to them and they redo it or say whatever they want to say. If they wasn't directly spending the time with her, then I could be wrong. I could be wrong. People ask me, and I get a lot of, yo, did Diddy ever love her? In his own way, in his own sick mind, he loved her. You know, when somebody has a certain sickness, you understand, and they feel a certain way in their mind, he could love her in her own sick way, in his own sick way. I can't measure that man's feelings for that woman. When they was together, you know, they was together. But I know for a fact that Kim wasn't able to be with any other guy if Diddy knew when I was around. When I was around, yo, we could just be putting Jennifer in the house. When Jennifer, we take her to her house, and if he find out Kim was out with somebody, we go into that spot where she out with somebody at. Yeah, he was still dealing with Kim when he was with J-Lo. Hold on, man. Hold on, y'all. Yes, Stephanie, can I do my show, please? I know. I said that already. All right. Okay. All right. Later. I was just chastised. That's my little brother. Well, anyway. Bruh, why do y'all want to know if Puffy was with men? What do you think when you wake up and you praying with another man, what that means? I know. Far from that. You know, I was just throwing off track. Stephanie was, reminding me to protect the children and what they know and what they don't know. But I'm sure it's a law in their house. Don't listen to Big Gene. Leave Big Gene alone. Don't you dare. Your allowance will get cut off. I'm sure that's part of the internet that they don't go to. Anyway, so the reason I'm coming to y'all and telling y'all this is that, when somebody's doing a book, and I don't think her whole focus would just been on her and Puff relationship, because she had a few relationships before Puff in the industry and before I'll Be Sure. And I think that the men who dealt with her at a young age, about the age her daughters is now, the daughters that she have, I think their daughters around 14, 15, 16 years old. I think that those guys would be looking a certain kind of way now, because they dealt with her when she was a baby. That's just like those white guys in Penthouse, or was it Penthouse, or was it Penthouse, or was it Playboy, when they took 12 or 13-year-old Drew Barrymore and put her naked or half-ass naked in the magazine. They all should be brought up on charges for doing that back in the day. Did y'all know that? DeAndre Smith, what up with you? Leslie Michelle. I'm talking about when she was 12, 13 years old, man. They put on the front cover, I think, of Hustler or Playhouse. Do anybody know what I'm talking about? I think Brooke Shields, I don't think they did Brooke Shields on those covers. She may have made the cover, but she was a little older. But I'm talking about Drew Barrymore, little Buffy. Oh, here go Miss K. She was 10 on the cover of Playboy. Come on, y'all. Come on. Are you sure about... I'm not... Listen to me. I'm not going to doubt you, Miss K. Miss K. Miss K said it. And if Miss K said it, she said she was 10 on the cover of Playboy. Just Kat said it was. She may have been on Hustler too. Yeah, she was a minor then. Some people say she was 9. Well, she was 9 going on 10. All I know, she was a baby on a men's sex magazine. Or they say Brooke Shields was 10. That's crazy. Yeah, it was Drew Barrymore too. It was Brooke Shields and Drew Barrymore. I had my book on Kindle and they had to take it down. The ebook, I'm trying to look at another avenue to get it back. I don't know what the hell they doing. Martha King, what are you worried about? What's in my cup? What's in your cup? I got water in there right now, Martha. I was drinking Canada Dry. Listen, I'm not a big drinker. I have a drink every blue moon. What you did in your 20s and your 30s, you can't, in your 40s maybe, you can't do it in your 50s. And you definitely can't do that shit in your 60s. Hold on, this is another thing. Women should love their natural beauty. Uprise. You damn right they should love their natural beauty. If you surgically sexy, then you full of stitches. I don't go for that surgically sexy. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. People want to do a little certain thing to themselves and everything like that, but I don't know. Hellcat said my dad was 30 when he married my mom when she was 15. Was that 30 or 40 years ago? It depends on when that was, because it was, some women was given to men at that age or something like that. How long ago was that? That's off the subject. Let's get back on the subject. See, Martha said, what's your type of woman, Gene? I don't. Intelligence is first. And I'm going to say this, and I ain't going to say none of it. Intelligence is high on my list. I like rock and roll. I like R&B. I love cartoons. I love docuseries. I love poetry. I like a woman that likes all genres of not just music, but like to learn, who wants to learn. I like a woman who has more than pussy to offer. Because if she only got pussy to offer, I'm going to help her sell it. Does that help? I don't know how big we feel. Libra Queen say, dang. Why you say dang, Libra Queen? Wind girl? Is that Sugar, Sarah Perez? Like, I wouldn't date under 45. It'd be real hard to do anything under from 42 on up because it's very difficult. Uh, I have a daughter that's 33, just turned 33 on the 13th, and it would have to be 10, 12 years older than her. I don't want nobody who's in the sandbox with my daughter. Not at all. Sorry. I know some people be talking about, I'm grown, I'm okay. You ain't grown till you raise somebody to be grown. Then you know all facets of what grown is. But that's another show that I got to do with Miss Pleasant. 53 is a beautiful age. Yeah, my daughters don't tell me I'm grown, I'm grown, I'm grown. I said, no, you are an adult. But you ain't raised no kids. You ain't raised nobody to be grown. When you raise somebody to be grown, then you can say you're grown. It ain't gotta be your own, it could be somebody else, but you helped raise them. You've seen all facets. I know what to look for in a girl from 1 to 7, from 7 to 14, from 14 to 21. Because I've raised girls. I know I've raised people's sons. I raised another man's son from 7 to 14, from 14 to 21. I know what to look for. I know how to deal with that. Yo, Rack Chaser, you ain't grown yet. You ain't grown yet. You ain't grown till you that boy. When that boy get 25 and you be 50, then you're grown. Or when that boy get 21 and you be 50, or you be 47, you're grown. Yo, when I'm gonna talk, Rich, I'm gonna tell this part in my book, but I'm gonna tell it to y'all now, man. When I first got with my kid's mother, when I first got with me and Denise said we was gonna be together and everything like that. Her son was 7 years old. He decided that he didn't want to go to St. John's of Yorkville. Now, St. John's of Yorkville, if anybody know, is on 90th some street on York Avenue, around 80 something street in York Avenue. His classmate was Matthew McCullen, the Home Alone kid. That was his classmate. He decided that he didn't want to go to school no more. So now he wants to flunk out. He wants to not go to class and everything. What you paying anywhere from, had a stipend, paying $750 a month for him to go to this Catholic school. You understand? Paying this money for him to go to this Catholic school. He comes home with D's, F's, and C's. So I'm looking at the little nigga like he crazy. All you got to do is go to school. That's all you got to do. If you need help, if we can't help you, we're going to hire somebody to sit down with you and do your homework and make sure you understand the lessons. This is where we at. I told him that he is not allowed to bring D's and F's into my home. It's unacceptable when you have the ability to do better. Great man now. He's married. His wife runs Rihanna's line. He was HR for Bank of America here. Now he's running TikTok. You understand? Pretty good dude now. We don't have a relationship because I told him one day when he didn't do something I wanted him to do as a grown man and he was wrong, I said I'll put my foot straight up in your ass and you'll taste shoe polish. And you'll find out why people hire me to do what I do. Don't you ever disrespect for me. But let me get back to when he was a child. So when he was a child, You know what I'm saying? I said, you are not allowed to bring D's in here. You may get away with a C. You may get away with a C. So now, his mother gets mad at me. And she says some fly shit to me. She says to me, I know that people who got kids with people that they don't get involved in their kids' life. This nigga is living in the house with me. This nigga's eating the food that I cook. I'm buying the clothes on his back. How the fuck am I not involved? This kid becomes a product of me. Failure to prepare is preparing to fail. He is not allowed to fail on my watch. I told her I got him from this point. When he got out of school, I was right there. I'm a parole officer. I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, go do all my 15 visits. So when 3 o'clock come that bell run, I'm right here. Scooping his ass up. It's going to be like this till things change, brother. You're going to sit at the table with your sisters and them, and you're going to do what you're supposed to do. I'm the bad guy. Say hello to the bad guy. I'll be all that. I'll take all that. Because if I got to be that bad guy to make sure you do the right thing, that's what I'm going to do. You guys sit up there, once you get in somebody's household, once somebody comes into your household, those kids become a product of you. You give up your life for them. Now, I was verbally abusive sometimes. I know that. But I did have love too. I did tell I love you. I'm this, I'm that. But I'm not going to tolerate any mediocrity. Not when you don't have to be. Not when I know that you want to be great and you can be great. No, I didn't win. Don't put that on me, Miss K. Ain't nobody said I want to be Miss. Mama changed my name to Miss Deal. Ruby Roche. So now let's get back to this, because I know we got all off the subject about the Kim and all that other stuff. But let me say this to y'all. We got a lot of guys and a lot of people don't understand that if they are great together, then their kids would be great on their own. If they are great together, their kids would be great on their own. Y'all got to work and save. Y'all going to, and you fellas out there, if you know how to bring your check home on Fridays and take care of the household first, and no matter who kid it is, if they in your household and y'all in the same household, them kids is a product of you. Don't let no woman tell you, that ain't your baby, that ain't it like that. It's my baby while they here. It's my baby while you here. Ain't we together? Don't let them tell you that, man. Treat that kid just like you would want to be treated, man. Treat that kid like you wanted to be treated. And that kid will grow up, man, and if anything ever go wrong, man, you could look that kid in the eye and say, yo, I know I did right by you. I know I did right by you. Listen to me. I don't believe in that step. All that step shit. Get out of here. Get out of here with that, man. My dad's wife treated me just like I was her son. I call her mom. Life goes too fast. It goes, yo, at a blink of an eye, man. At a blink of an eye. That's why he your ex, because he was too soft, Philly Queen. He wasn't right. He didn't want that job. She said, Williams said, I got a bonus dad. I don't have a stepdad. You understand? Valdares Thurman out there in Augusta, Georgia. Salute. Ruby Roche. Listen here, man. I made the mistake of thinking that I had to spank my daughters when they did something wrong when they were young, because I was spanked and I was beaten and everything like that. That's a tradition that black folks inherited from slavery. I spoke about this before. That's a tradition that black people inherit through slavery, beating their child and punishing their children in a way in which that they don't have to. We could talk to our kids, be stern with them, take things away from them, and make sure they understand your dislike of what they doing. My last child, I never put my hands on her. I never spanked her. My first two kids, I apologize all the time. I didn't mean to. I didn't know better. I'm sorry. When I learned better, I did better. Ain't none of this shit in the book. And if it is, we gonna write it and rewrite it and read over it and miss some of this shit. But you always gotta put your heart and your soul into the kids and the people that are around you that you love. Everything ain't gonna be right. Dodge J, what up with you? Thanks for that super chat. Appreciate that. the whole thing about this is that when you women, I'm going to get on you women, when you bring, or you and somebody get together and y'all got kids and y'all come as a family, that's what y'all are. Y'all are a family. Y'all have discussions of a family. You sit at the table together. Stop that I'm going in the room and eating and all that shit like that. No, y'all sit down and y'all eat as a family. If it's 1 or 2 days out the week because of the schedule, whenever y'all got an opportunity, that's what y'all do. You talk about your likes and your dislikes. You talk about what you gotta do. Like I told we had a report card scale. A's get $25, B's get $20, C's get $10, D's get your ass whooped. This before I learned. You might get your ass whooped and you get a $30 deduction. Then you got to go to a tutor. Then when I stop the spanking and stuff like that, you get a deduction and you don't get no gift for your birthday. You got to start earning your birthday gift again or your Christmas gift. You don't get your report card money like that. You women had to let these men be men and talking to the kid and let the kid know that y'all are a team. Because once the kid know that y'all not a team, they going to use that against one of y'all. Understand, these little motherfuckers are smart out here. Pay Styles, what up? That's what happens, man. What we need to do in schools and shit like that, kids need to start challenging each other. Have friends, you be talking friends. Yo, I bet you I get a high grade on you on the spelling bee. I bet you I get higher than you on the math. Kids got to start challenging each other. That's what we used to do when we was kids. We would challenge each other. Who will get the highest grade? They don't even care no more. Y'all sit there and give them money for, here, go take the EBT card, get you some fried chicken and some French fries. And the kid be here all night doing this. Long as they ain't bothering you. Fuck up out of here. And you wonder why. My baby girl didn't have a television in her room because she didn't want none. Had a 4.9, had a scholarship to Drexel. Full scholarship. They call a founder scholarship to Drexel University. Other 2 girls graduated from college. It's all about you giving your life up to make sure they have a better life. And there's some people out here that do that. Now, she transferred now. She did 3 years there. She's going to veterinarian school. But she did 3 years at Drexel. Kid couple, kid, Cupid, yo, bruh, once you willing to give your life up and say, yo, listen here, man, the streets ain't important no more, and you doing for your family, it becomes easy. Ain't shit out there in them streets, man. I ran them with the best of them. And then I just had a good job that allowed me to make my own hours. See, one thing about a New York State parole officer, you was able to make your own hours. All you had to be in the office is 1 day for report day and 2 hours to get with your supervisor a week. Loving the family chat, Big Gene. Much love, black man. You are a blessing tonight. Glad I clicked in on tonight. Kid Cupid, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You understand what I'm saying? That's when people, you gotta, as we as people have to understand that we have to say to ourselves that what is really important, man? What is really important? You ain't got no friends out there that's more important than your kids. You ain't got no friends out there that's more important than your girls, fellas. I'm going to tell you. Once you find that woman, you understand, that should be the most important thing to you. Because it ain't like nobody got your back. I done been in relationship, motherfuckers ain't got your back. You be like, yo, I need this, I need that. They be saying, yo, where I'm going to get it from? You're like, what? You don't pay nothing around here. You don't do nothing around here. So when I do have a situation, you won't tell me where you going to get it from? Oh, okay. All right. All right. Because, see, I don't have a problem. Take mine and do this. Make sure everything is all right. Because when I was out there, I knew how to get money. Yo, Gene, meet me over here, man. I need you to hold me down. Boom. I didn't know where that 500, I wasn't looking for that. 500 wasn't in my budget, but it's in my pocket now. Yo, I need you to go on the road for me a couple of dollars. I mean, a couple of days. That $1,500 wasn't in my budget, but it's in my pocket now. The job that I could do, I could make a lot of extra money on the side. So it was all right for me to give up my check. Then when motherfuckers show me they ain't know what to do with it, all right. See you when I see you. What we got to do, men, you got to find a woman that can offer you more than pussy. If you got a woman and all she got to do and all she got is pussy for you, and I know women feel a certain way like this when I say this, fellas, tell her you're going to help her sell it. If that's all she's offering. And I know I'm being real facetious right now with that, but I just seen on the internet a girl trying to tell a man because he got so much money, he doing this and he doing that, that he got to pay her rent. What? What? You got to be out your rabbit ass mind. Women, if you ain't got a man and he ain't working and doing what he's supposed to do for that household, and all he want to do is sit around and eat and dick you down, Hook them up with a couple of your fat friends so you can get some bills paid. I'm being facetious, but let that man be a man. And if you gotta find him a job, I got a friend. Her man was just sitting around doing the party thing, the party promotion shit. She found that nigga a job. No, you gonna work. You gonna be productive. I'm gonna help you. What you wanna do? We gotta bring it together, y'all. People look at me, yo, you retired? Yeah. I like the numbers. Well, 3 years you'd have got 4. I didn't need 4. I heard Al is all right. He's doing better. She said, my ex wanted to be a stay-at-home dad. He could have been a stay-at-home dad. Stay home all day. But when them kids sleep, get your ass out here and go to work. I'll see you in the morning. And be at the job you say you are. You be a stay-at-home dad, but at night when them babies going to sleep, you go out there and you work through 6 to 8 hours or 7.5 or whatever you got to do. Win girl. My cousin is with a stay-at-home dad and they manage great. 100. It's about balance. Win girl, get the hell out of here. Let me just tell you something that's real. And you might disagree with this and everything, and I understand it's balance and all that stuff like that. But romance without finance creates a nuisance. That woman, if she got to be doing 100,000 and don't want to be dealing with the kids like that or whatever. But if no woman don't like no man, I don't care how she dicking them down or whatever the situation is, that nigga can't pay a bill. That nigga can't buy a loaf of bread. That nigga can't buy no milk. That nigga can't buy her nothing nice or do nothing nice for her. She don't respect him the same way as she would respect the man that was balancing with her with a paycheck. Official Tony Snow, what up? Now, if a woman was a stay-at-home mom and she was cooking and she was cleaning and then he was bringing his check home and she was making sure all the bills and everything was paid, you understand what I'm saying? And maybe putting a little something aside or got her a little hustle doing something aside, or she could be babysitting or keeping other kids or something like that so she could make extra money and do something nice, this, that, and the third. That's all fine and good. Now, if a man a stay-at-home man, nigga have a hustle so you can make some extra money. So when it's time to do something nice for your woman, you don't make sure that other nigga ain't doing nothing nice for your woman. Miss K, I hear you. The ether said broke men drop the cat. Nigga broke, disgusted, and can't be trusted. Pamela Cozart. First we was talking about Kim and we was talking about Big, but then the conversation strayed off into, you know, people having kids and, you know, people, you know, doing right by the kids that's in your household, whether they were, whether you're their father or their daddy, because there's a difference. Father is a person that he is the sperm donor. He's part of the birth process. A daddy is part of the living process, making sure everything is good. Some people have a daddy and a father. You know, I was a father and a daddy. You understand what I'm saying? Then some people, I was just their daddy. If I dealt with a woman, she had kids, whether they call me daddy or Gene or whatever like that, I took it as being their daddy. If I come to your house and you ain't got no groceries, don't ask me for no money. I'm going grocery shopping first. I'm going to make sure these kids got food in this house to eat. No win, girl. Hey, Judith Reese. What's up, Reese? What up with you, mama? Murder 100. School 2. Chain B. So now, listen here. Like I said, we was talking about Kim and we was talking about Big. Big, they about to do an Avatar Big, and they're gonna do a whole concert on December the 16th. I don't know how y'all like him. I think it's gonna mess up his legacy. Then maybe again, it may not. I don't know. I didn't see the hip hop version, Lefty, of Denzel. Yeah, but see, when that guy shows that he's not gonna allow them to fail, you know, it says Nana OG. Gene, my two sons used to say they dad is their PO. Laugh my ass off. Anyway, they're 30 and 33 and dad's still involved with them. They gonna always, that's their daddy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's their father, but I know that's their daddy. That man put that effort and that interest in them to show them you're not gonna be a failure. They're gonna come back and they see. A lot of people don't know what parents go through until they have kids of their own and they see how they check the money that they work for, the shit that they do is put onto that kid. And they say, damn, this is what my parents went through. This is what my parents had to do. I had to pay rent. I had to pay light bill, gas. I will just say utilities. I had to put food on the table. When they see that they had to do that for their kids, and when some of y'all see that that's what you do for your kids, you love your parents more for doing it for you. Because now you see for yourself. Benz, Abenga. Yo, that's very true. You can have role models, older kids who looked out for you if you didn't have the parents and stuff like that. But you see more about when you have your kids or you have to help somebody raise their kids and you decide to do that. When you decide to do that, you understand, then you see what your parents and people who have given you done for you. And you are thankful. And if you're not, you just an ignorant ass nigga that don't know better. Because anytime somebody give you and do something for you, all praises due. Because they don't have to. There's niggas out here that have kids and don't know how their kids eating and don't give a damn. They out they rabbit ass mind. Yeah, Big Mama's going to benefit from that concert, man. She's a part of it. His estate is a part of that concert. Richard Hill, what up with you? Kim D. Songwriter, what you yapping about? I understand, Biz, but your mother was never your father. I'm sorry. She was just a good ass mother. That's a lot of things that people mistake. A mother could never be a father, a father could never be a mother. You understand? That's some more Bruce Jenner transvestite shit, brother. Your mother was your mother, and she was a strong ass woman that showed you how to be a good man. A woman can show a woman can show a boy how to grow into a man. You understand? She had enough men in her life to know wrong and right, good and bad. She could never be your father. She was always your mother. Don't put that on your mother, brother. She was a good ass woman that had the power and the intelligence to show you how to be a good ass man. Virgil Roberts, what up with you? Virgil Dawkins, they don't want that because then the facts will be out, Virgil. Thanks for that super chat. They don't want me to narrate or star in no feature about the last big night because I'm going to show the real, and then you'll see the real, and you know that the police know. You will know that the police know. See, what happens is this, man. Y'all tell a friend to tell a friend to go get this book right here, man. And this next one, I'm on chapter. I'm starting the chapters out. This is got 18 chapters. It's going to be 19. It's going to be 36 chapters. I'm just put it that way. It's going to start with 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. You understand? 24, 25, 26, all the way to 36. And this shit right here, you're going to have tissue. The next one, you're going to have tissue The first 5 or 6 chapters, you might have to have tissue. 7 or 8 chapters, because I'm doing it in series. This is from my childhood until 97. This other one's going to be from 97 to probably about 2000, 3 years, a 3-year span, because it was so much shit that happened that was crazy. You understand? And that the next one is going to be, what I'm telling you, if you could read that joint without having compassion and maybe dropping a tear, you cool. You good. What's that kid name that I was looking for early? I'm here just chilling with y'all, man. I haven't been here in a couple of days, and I just think that it was all right. Lester White, I said I was going to get your book out to you. Yo, Jackson Reed, man. If anybody know Jackson Reed ass, Jackson, I don't know your address, man. Making this shit hard for me. What's this right here? What you say? Dad always says that's how we know what's going on each other's life. Not our OG. All right. Richie Hill, you ain't got the book yet, man? Oh, Rich. Stop it, Rich. We ain't doing that, Rich. I'm fucking with you, Rich. What I think about the girl that got killed in Cabo, I don't know enough to give a statement on it, man. But what I was told is that the girl that she was fighting wasn't a girl. It was actually a transgender. You hear me? A transgender. That's what I heard. I don't know for sure. But I think it's crazy when somebody think that they could put their hands on somebody that is being defenseless. I don't know why people think they have the right to put hands on somebody when they being defenseless. When you know somebody don't want to fight you or it was over, it's done. It's all right. A nigga swing at you, you pop, pop, pop. And that nigga put his hand up. Nah, man, I fuck with the wrong person. Let that shit go. It's over. I know one dude didn't want it to be over, hit the dude, and spent the last 20-some years in jail because he knocked the kid out. The dude started the fight. He killed the kid. Dude felt like he fucked with the wrong person, but he still want to go on. Nah, it's over with. Yo, Murder, listen here, bro. Let me say something, man, and I know this is off the subject because I'll be getting off the subject, but I want people to stop talking about, please, man, niggas got this shit only in our community. And they always try to tell us, yo, niggas is snitching, niggas is doing this and doing that. Yo, listen to me. You see something, you say something. If you a college student and you see somebody walking around there with a motherfucking gun, if you ain't gonna shoot that motherfucker yourself, you call 911. You tell somebody. Because they don't supposed to be like that. I seen the motherfucker on my block, cross the street in front of my neighbor's house. I go out 5:30 in the morning, I come back at 8. It's the same motherfucker in his car right there. Like he sleep. I calls my neighbor. Yo, hey, what's up? I'm about to go out here, man, because somebody in front of your house, man, they been there for like 3 hours in the car. Oh, that's my mom's boyfriend. That's my mom's friend. Oh, okay. I'm going to see it. And if I don't go and see it, I'm calling the police because you don't supposed to be there. We got to get away from that shit, man. Y'all sit up here and let these motherfuckers brainwash y'all. Yo, you snitching. You snitch. You ain't snitching. Listen to me. I've given y'all this lesson before. And sometimes it kills me because the more and more I try to teach some of you motherfuckers, the dumber you make me look. Let me say that again. The more and more I try to teach some of you motherfuckers, the dumber you make me look. You a snitch. You a snitch. If you tell the police on another person to try to get yourself out of trouble, that's a snitch. You a rat if you do a crime with a group of persons, a group of people, one or more persons, and you turn state evidence against them to get yourself out of trouble. Number 3, if the government is paying you to tell on people, you're what we call a confidential informant. You got a job and you working it. If somebody is breaking the law and it could cause harm or hurt to somebody, nigga, your tax dollars is paying those people to do their job. You got a nigga with a flame in his hand with gasoline. He going to douse it. Well, I ain't gonna call that motherfucker because I don't want to be a snitch. You out your rabbit ass mind. You out your rabbit ass mind. Your grandmama house will be burnt up and burnt down because you talking about you ain't snitching. Y'all niggas will be out in the cold with Red Cross stickers on. Y'all stop acting like that, man. Those folks want you to, yo, you snitch. No, you not snitching. You see a man grabbing a girl in a car or grabbing a little girl in a building and you won't call 911? Well, I don't know what the situation was. You ain't gotta know. Let them figure it out when they get there. You just to say somebody's mama, you to say somebody's daughter, you to say somebody's sister. You ain't no snitch. Because you ain't commit no crime. I'm just reading some of this stuff, y'all. I'm sorry about the mega bills. man, we need to take it upon ourselves, man. Instead of you sitting up in the motherfucking camera doing this. Now I want yo, this motherfucker's acting a goddamn fool. He out here beating this girl. I'm a videotape once I get off the phone with you, but I'm just letting you know that I'm a citizen. And I'm telling you what I see. You will see it on my Instagram. For real, for real. That's what we got to do as people. Don't let these niggas, rapping niggas, are snitching. Yo, I got stories. I could tell you some stories about some real rapping niggas and some real niggas that are supposed to be gangsters. They come behind them parole doors and they don't want to get. They don't want they don't want to go back on a parole violation because the judge can hit them every 2 years and them niggas got life or them niggas got 15 years ago and the judge hit them every 2 years. Them niggas like this. They put the light on them niggas. Them niggas get to talking, telling everything. Talking about they ain't snitching. That's snitching. When you tell on somebody else to get your own self out of trouble. When you do a crime with a group of people, one or more people, and then you turn state evidence against them. When you working as a CI, being paid. When you see somebody committing a crime that can hurt a group of people, man, do you know how heartfelt and how heartbroken it is? They said they seen this kid with a gun out there in Virginia. And y'all think it's a joke? Gotta stop it, man. We as people gotta stop it, man. If you're not gonna do something yourself, you're not gonna get involved with it yourself. And then, and I understand some of y'all don't want to physically get involved. And I feel you, because the police will lock your ass up too sometimes. Even when you trying to break shit up. And you got to get physical with somebody. And they get hurt behind it. But call. Make that call, man. I don't care what nobody say, man. Nigga come on and say whatever they want to say about me. We got to stop that ignorant shit in our community. And these niggas will stop, man. I don't have no thoughts about Chris and him becoming his father and his father's image and stuff like that. Like he said, that's all he wanted to do. Bless him. Let him do it. Listen, I don't have no hate for nobody, man. And bless his kids, bless everybody, man. I'm just not gonna let this nigga continue to lie about his legacy and what he did or didn't do when people lost their lives. You feel me? People lost their lives, man, on his watch of what he was saying and what he wasn't saying, when he had the opportunity for it not to even happen. Bogota, when we was going back in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, we never checked in with nobody. We had people in certain places. We call our people up, and they'll meet us up and just chill or whatever, have a good time, give them tickets to concerts or whatever like that. But that checking in shit, that's some shit the Cali dudes made to make money off of niggas. Do they check in New York when they come? No, they may have a couple of friends right here, this, that, and the third. And now they done made it whereas that you in law enforcement, you can carry your gun under the HR 218 law anywhere in the country. So you have a couple of dudes in with you that's law enforcement that's putting guns on the plane. So you good. Yeah, Terrence Sledge, all that checking in shit, man. Nah, we ain't do that. You ain't going to the hood, no way. Checking in for what? You got to know not to go to certain Roscoe's. You got to know not to go to certain places. I seen something that was mad funny. They said in the history of all gang banging, ain't no blood, no Crip, no Latin King, no disciples, no GDs, no nothing ever killed a KKK member. Never killed one of them. I'm here with y'all, man. Y'all gotta go get. Tell a friend and tell a friend, man. It's a damn good read. Y'all can post up any books that y'all find in the hip hop community that's better than this book. The fried rice on Kings Highway? I didn't get my fried rice on there. I got mine on Goodfellow and Natural Bridge. Semaja Studios and then one on Halls Ferry. I like the rice on Halls Ferry Road too. We did some St. Louis shit, y'all. Kim D. Songwriter says a great holiday read. How do I feel about 50 not having a relationship? That's his own choice, man. You understand? 50 ain't gonna be 45, 50 years old all his life. If he lived to be 70 and 80, his son's still gonna be around. You understand? So that's between him and his son to work out. That's their personal shit, bro. You know what I mean? That's some shit that, you know, if he chose not to have a relationship with his front son, there's got to be a reason. Every man want a relationship with their own, but you got to understand that some of these kids could be poisoned by the other party, and if that's what he feel like, then that's something he has to deal with, or his son got to grow into his own man. Yeah, what's that? Semaji Studios. Yeah, ain't no rice, ain't no Chinese food like St. Louis ever. It's crazy. Yeah, let me say, Miss K. Yeah, Miss K. It's sort of funny how J Lo married Ben, and Diddy didn't even see Ben coming years ago. Yeah, he was worrying about. One night we was in the Four Seasons. He was worried about Will Smith and Jada, and Ben was there putting his little 2 cents in. He wanted to fight Will. I would let him fight him. I swear. I, Diddy ain't no punk now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, Will would have just smashed him out. But I'll let him have at least 2 minutes before I got involved. Especially if Puff would have started it. I'd have gave him 2 minutes with him. A few minutes. Go ahead, Will, because I like the Will. You know what I'm saying? Drama Hawk Production, thank you. He said, congratulations on this right here. On this right here. Shout out to Mike Sketch, Mike Cock for the design. I led his hand, told him what I wanted, showed him what I wanted, how I wanted. He came up with it. He also designed, D. Ferg did the design, but Mike Cock is the one who put the chain on that cat and jazzed that cat up for Uptown Records. Paparazzi Magazine, where you been, man? Make things right with who, bruh? He ain't got no reason. He ain't got nothing to make things right with me. I just want them niggas to tell the truth. Come out, tell a God honest truth. What we did, what we said, what was said, and everything like that. Because you know what was said. Don't lie on Big. The nigga told a straight out lie. Big begged me to go to. He missed the plane and begged me to go to the party. Come on, bruh. And I was talking to my guy. I met him today. His name B.O. He from Brooklyn. Now, I know he ain't gonna see this tall dude, about 6'4", 6'5". We was up in the Palisade and stopped at one of those service stations, and he seen me, and we was just rapping. We was talking, and I told B.O., yo, I was shocked that Brooklyn niggas didn't get at that nigga, because he said that Big begged him to go to that party. And nobody spoke up on the behalf of Brooklyn. I don't know no Brooklyn nigga that begged anybody to do anything unless he was getting a hot what you call that? Those chopped cheese sandwiches on the EBT card. Yo, my man, give me one of them sandwiches. But to beg that nigga to go to the party? Nah. Kim D. Songwriter, send you the recipe to what? Christopher Threats. All right. He said, congratulations for this right here. Reese, what up with you, girl? So you still here, Reese? No, I don't think the commission probably would have ever came to life. Because when I said something about what really happened and about Jay-Z and Puff, going to those people about these people trying to get a production company, y'all looked at me like I was crazy. Somebody sent me a thing of this dude, the bounty hunter. When he said that shit about Jay-Z and how I think Suge or somebody had said it was Jay-Z who was going back and backdooring motherfuckers about letting them know about that they was trying to do a whole big distribution company and publishing and distribution company. When I told y'all that it was Jay and Puff years ago, people looked at me, yo, that nigga capping or that nigga just talking shit. Now somebody else came out and said it. Where they heard it from. How they heard it. It is what it is. Sayada, she said, ship my turkey wings to... What's your question, Deirdre Curvy? She probably thin. She's talking about Dietrich curvy. Let me find out you thin. You slim goody. Oh my God. You heard Prince, man? Prince Doug tell me he trying to buy my book. Where can I go? If you want one signed, cash at me $50 at Big Gene 52. You understand? If you want one from Amazon, go on Amazon. If you a Prime member, it's $26. If you're not, I think it's $29, something like that. You know what I mean? Go on Amazon, put my name in, Gene Deals. You're gonna see it pop right up. Push that button, go to, and it's yours, Prince Doug. Tyjana Morgan. Hi, Tyjana. She gave me 5 hearts and 4 roses. Cheap at. I mean, hi, Tyjana. Mm-hmm. Drama Hawk said, "Can I hook on with some turkey wings?" I'm not doing nothing, Drama Hawk. I'm gonna make this dressing, and you can freeze dressing. I'm gonna make the dressing. I'm gonna freeze it until probably Christmas time. Then when Christmas comes, I'll warm up the dressing and stuff like that. And I might make me some, make a fried turkey or something like that. Oh, I love Tatiana. I love Drew Hamilton too. I used to stay at 200 West 143rd at D. Ferg's house. It's Sire Sarita. Is it Sarita? Is that how I say it? Is that right, Sarita? She got to check me about my name. Get my name right. I'm not playing with you, nigga. I'll see you. Come all up in your grill and everything. Whoa. Mrs. K, I gotta mention that to my Slim Goody. Hey, Nana. He said, "Look at you. What you a damn interview artist? Murder, talking about. Murder 100. What kind of impact do you wish your debut book to have on the readers?" Well, the impact I want the people to do is that you know that when you read my book, you have to understand that there's going to always be trials and tribulations. You know, you're going to have things that go wrong, but it's what you do to get out of those things. It always is something that always you got to push forward to. You got to have your eye on a prize. You may not win the prize, but have your eyes on it and always strive to it. You understand? Listen, failure to prepare is preparing to fail. When you read my book, you understand that shit happens. Things gonna go wrong, things gonna go right. But whatever happens in life is all a part of life. Keep pushing on. Don't ever give up no matter what. So the impact I want my book to have on is that you see their situations, you see their stories, you see that people have, everybody has a story, but it's how you tell your story. It's how you use those stories in your life that people can see your testimony and you could be and know that you could be all right too. They asking you a damn question, murder. Sabria Riley, what up with you, ma? Yo, murder, I was just, oh, nah, I can't play. Look at him, just promoting the book, big homie. I respect your work. Murder, listen here, murder, I'm just messing with you, man. Listen, if I can't come on here and have fun, I don't need to be on here. This is about us coming on here having fun. I'm trying to translate what y'all was saying. They should make it where is that y'all could speak. This would be a great idea, right? That whatever you say right here, I could push it and then it start translating and saying where everybody could hear. That's a mean idea, right? I'm a genius like that. Yeah. I'm going super hard today. I got what is it? 122 minutes in. I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all want me to go, I'll go, man. Y'all go to Clubhouse. You know, so do whatever y'all want to do. I'm here for the people. You know, you give me questions, I'm going to answer it. Right, but intent to the atmosphere. Mo, what's been up with you, Mo? Everything been good, man? You been quiet, man. You ain't hit the phone or nothing like that? Ricardo Rosario, thanks for the cash out, man. I appreciate that. It just came up. Anybody know Jackson Reed? Tell Jackson Reed send me his damn address. Bridget said she loved my knowledge and my sense of humor. Thank you, Bridget. Don't let your man see your phone. Then you have to explain. Bobby should believe in Jesus. I don't know if Bobby should believe in Jesus. I would hope so. God, my man, y'all think I got a crystal ball? No. Here go murder again. When people get as big as Country Grammar, and I think that you don't pull 5 or 6 artists out of that city that's very talented, I don't think you've done enough, because I know there's at least 5 or 6 good artists. My brother was one of the artists that he had a deal, and he's about to sign a deal for $1.2 million. And, you know, it was my brother-in-law had got him a deal, and he was about ready to sign. I'm talking about hot to death, crazy. Wouldn't embarrass his hooks. He did a song with Source Money. He's about to do a song with Fat Joe. I mean, the dude was crazy. And then he had an incident, Big Head Tony. Whereas that it's some legal stuff that he's trying to fight right now, but they gave him 225 to life sentences. So that's why I really stopped effing with rappers and stopped doing shit like that. Yo, you know what? I've been on this for a long time, and I haven't seen none of my moderators, and I haven't seen nobody who said I needed a moderator. Thank you guys for being so respectful to each other. Face Vista. Say my next book gonna set the industry on fire. Mike Tyson probably want to fight me on that show. I don't give a fuck, nigga. We gonna go ahead. I ain't scared of your ass. I've been in a room with Mike Tyson. He went off a couple of times, but he was cool. You know what I mean? Shay's good. Mo, she was supposed to do a show with me yesterday. She didn't call me back. And I slept through it. I apologize for that right there. Do I think men cook better than women? It don't matter. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Some things men cook good. Some things women cook good. Yo, Dana Jacobs, did you like those stories about Mike Tyson in my book? Brian Brook, what'd he say? Anybody who needs a word check out of KCC online, Charlotte or Houston, okay? Said Vampire Tyson. Yo, who's this? This is Dietra Curvy. Dietra? Well, anyway, she said, Gene, will you do a whole show about how black women are so disrespectful nowadays? I think it has a lot to do with black men and what they have allowed them to be. Because when we was coming up, women wasn't disrespectful like that. You go to a club and, you got women in there talking about they hosting this party. They got tables with bottles on it and all that stuff like that. When we was coming through that, what do you mean hosting a party? Women that got so fine that they could go into parties and host them. I don't understand that. When they used to come to the parties, it was because we was in the party. Yeah, they wanted to have fun. They wanted to have fun and everything like that. But they wanted these cats that was doing their thing. You understand? They wanted to be around them. Now you cats want to be around these girls in the party. It's a whole different scene, man. Oh no, Sabrina, we know all black women aren't the same. She's talking about the disrespectful black women. So my saying, if a brick hits you, say ouch. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. It's like motherfucker, Big G, you gay motherfucker, all like that. Who we talking to? Ain't gonna bother me. Cause I know it ain't me. These women that be disrespectful like that. I used to see it at Sue's Rendezvous all the time. I seen a girl she was so disrespectful. She thought that she was gonna hit this bouncer with a bottle. This bouncer was, I think that nigga was a triple black belt in karate because he goes overseas and trains. He goes overseas and trains Muslim armies on karate and everything. No bullshit. Salute to Bahi. Yo, the girl tried to hit him in the head, tried to hit him with a bottle. He did some bow. Blocked the bottle, bow. Split her whole shit open. Being disrespectful. Christopher Wynn, what up with you, boy? Nah, we good, Philly Queen. So how y'all doing out there, man? Anybody, can somebody tell me their favorite part of the book that read the book? Angel Dickerson. I want to answer some questions about the book. Anybody got a question about a part in the book that they wanted to know? D-Dell, what up with you? Is a video out there, somebody doing that to, what you call, chick? Yeah. Anybody have anything question? Like the certain part? Lucky Lefty said, I like the whole damn thing. Well, I can't answer all those questions, Lefty. They're not going to let me on Vlad no more, and they're going to let me on Dream Chat. Me and Vlad had a lot of conversation, and there's a lot of stuff that he didn't put up. When I told him if we was white boys, they wouldn't have treated us like that. They'd have took all the information, and they would have had Biggs kill us the next day. He left that out. And then one of the guys who doing some work for him is one of Puff, used to work for Puff directly, Sean Perez. Brandy Bell, you gonna get drunk and read my book? I can't wait to read this piping hot tea with a splash of Henny. Brandy's talking about getting effed up. More Henny than tea. Who's it? Catabolistic? I think so. Catabolistic. Listen here, man. I can't take. I was abused as a child. Don't put your hands on me, because if that's the case, I will grab a woman and stuff like that, man. I'm not trying to hit her, but damn, my hands can be bisexual. Jokes like, look, I don't find that funny, Gene. Talk about your hand bisexual. I wouldn't do that, ladies. This is just a joke. Mm-hmm. Blue pecan tan. That's my favorite color. But I like them chocolate too. Light skin. I don't care if they white. I like all women. Yeah, what? Nah, what the fuck? Not puff hands, dog. Whole different thing. I'm not hitting no woman. I'm not putting my hands on no woman. Tone is still around. I just seen Tone at who funeral was that? I know I seen it at Chad's funeral, but did I see him at K Slay funeral too? Tone's still around. Yeah. He stole that Brian Hill. Yo, it's gonna be cold, and there's gonna be a whole lot of late nights that we just gonna be up on the internet just talking on it. Because what y'all don't understand is that this shit is crazy. These live shits, you don't even get paid for them. I did not know that. I'm telling you, I didn't know that at first. My manager told me, you don't get paid for the live. I was like, they said people ain't cash apping you or whatever, you do not get paid for the live show. Yo, what you call getting over like a fat rat in the cheese factory? That YouTube shit, they're getting over like a fat rat in the cheese factory. Miss K, you love my life? What you love about my life, Miss K? What you love about my life, Miss K? I'm listening. I'm all ears. She's not gonna say nothing now. Don't get me beat up by your husband. Yo, Mo, you know how they do. They say all that stuff like that. Then they man see you. You be out in the store like this. Yo, my man, let me holler at you. You be like, yeah, what's up? Uh, be like, yo, what's up? He said, yo, you know Miss K? And I was like, Miss K. I know A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I know Miss H, I, J. No, I don't know Miss K, bro. Nigga be like, yo, you know all them other, but you don't know Miss K? I be like, no, I don't know Miss K. Why do you ask? Thanks, Libra Queen. You're like, yo, why do you ask? Talk my way out that ass whooping. I don't know Miss K, bruh. Yeah. Your left, he was kind of shook, but he got over it. Kiwi kisses. You know what I hate right now is that everybody's trying to come out, and a lot of guys come out and they say they did this and they said they did that, and they wasn't that strong, and y'all don't know the difference. And it's not enough guys that comes out as I do and say, yo, no. They let it ride. A lot of guys let it ride. Yeah, let them go ahead, man. But those guys really wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody coming out saying how they did a whole. I seen a whole documentary on people and stories on people that I was like, I don't know them to be like that when they was out. And it's crazy. Nah, I never bodyguard Brad Pitt. Thank you, Miss K. You share your wisdom, and I agree with it. It's refreshing to hear someone who thinks a lot like how I was raised. It doesn't happen much anymore nowadays. Okay. Win girl gonna get on here and win her somebody. Food chill. Where you from? That's what she said. Win girl, she was Newark. Oh, me NY. Look at them. They go ahead. Y'all go ahead and do y'all thing, man. Have I ran to Denzel? No, some of my people did though. Fight night. Whoa. And then one time Denzel was down at this place. I said it in the book, but I guess people didn't catch it. When I said, excuse me, y'all. When I said, Mr. Damn, I'm losing my hair. I'm getting the Man, this shit is crazy. Getting old, man. This shit about to go. My father lost his hair right there and there. Man, I'm gonna cut all this shit off before that happened. Yeah. Um, no, Sugar ain't never said to me on twice. I was in front of Sugar twice, and he never said nothing. Nah. Bigger than Suge. Not only that, you know what I'm saying? I think I hit harder than Suge. He didn't want to do that. I was wild back then, man. I was wild back then. 96, 97. When he came up into the Envies. And I'm sitting in the corner just chilling up on a thing like this. And my kid's mother come through the door. And Suge looked at her and looked her down like that. I'm looking at her like this. I'm like, I'm on some chill shit like this. And I look at her. And Suge said, hey, sweetheart. And grabbed her, like, grabbed like in her and gave her a hug. And then like that. And when she finished, looked up at me. And she was like this. She saw me. And she got like this, like, like she had seen a ghost. I said, what's up? She said, no, I'm going home. I said, are you? Okay. No, that wasn't me on a movie set with Angela Jolie. Not at all. Hold on. Nobody asked me nothing about the book. I asked people to ask me stuff about the book, and nobody said nothing. So I guess ain't nobody on here got my book. Get it then. Forget it. I ain't asking no more. Oh, D. Ferg probably having his own clothing line, his own apparel line, going around going around the world with his son. He said Lil D was going to be great. We was on 143rd Street, and Lil D was leaning against the wall, and D was like, yo, G, look at that little nigga right there. And Lil D was like this, with his hand against the wall, with his leg laid back. I was like, yo, he said that he projected that. That's one of the greatest losses of my life. D, Chaz, and K. Outside my brother Wink, you love your family members. But it was crazy. No, Nancy J, I'm sorry about that. It's a $50 with the shipping and handling for the book, Ma. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get the system to take EBT cards. Yo, Nancy J, I already got 5 chapters in the next book. It's gonna be 18 chapters. I'm gonna bust it out. All right, Lefty. Jermaine Dupri ain't thinking about cash paying me my money he owed me way back then. Motherfucker, you should have invested that for me. Yes, it's gonna be shined. When you cash out 50, put your address, everybody, and I'm going to sign it and ship it the next day. Unless it's Saturday, you do it Saturday. All right, Lucky Lefty. Thank you for that cash app. Appreciate you. That super chat. That cash app is Big Gene 52. That PayPal is Big Gene 52. Whichever. That's how we doing it. Shit, I did 2 hours already. Brian Hill, right? Aaron Reed, he said you ordered my book and your brother took it. Yeah, Aaron, we talked. You told me. Pacal, what's that, 8? What up with you? Reggie, what's happening, man? Where you been at, Reggie? You got off the road? Dale D, what's the book about? It's about my life. It's about me. It's about the music industry. It's about athletes. It's about musicians. It's about regular people. It's about your world. Oh, Reggie, God bless you, man. I'm glad you're okay, man. May God heal you, brother, and make sure everything is good. Yo, send out a prayer, man, to Reggie. Man, he just had surgery. That's one of my moderators. Consuela, thank you. Arizona love me. And when I went out to Arizona, man, I got off that tour bus. I took a deep breath. Oh, 118. How did they do it? Reggie, we've been on this joint for a minute, almost 2 hours. What, 2 hours and, yeah, about 2.5 hours. They got love for you in here, Reg. Appreciate that, y'all. Let me see what this right here, y'all. I gotta read this. On Amazon, you gotta check with Amazon on DNA. If you get 2 books from me, that's $1, and I ship and handle them to you. Let's get into something, man. I want to get into some conversation. Yo, listen to me, man. Y'all think of something that y'all want to talk about or y'all want to ask about. Gene, I want to be a moderator, but you always go live when I'm at work. So, it don't make no sense being a moderator, right? Lefty. You good with that, Left? It said, having speaking about this for a while now, has it been therapeutic for you? It seems like it has. Sabrina, yeah, it has been. You know, you still have your days and your times, you know what I'm saying? Um, I had an issue where that I was beaten with guns. I had guns to my head. I really never got any help for it. Um, I've seen about four, I know 3 or 4 people uh, just straight out murdered in front of me. I never really got help for it. Um, Coming here with y'all sometime, it has been very, very much therapeutic because I can go back and forth and talk, you know, and sometimes you get the ignorant shit and people really don't understand. And you get these people that want to judge a man by the job he does. And that's all because I'm learning more about what trolling is, what trolling was, and that, you know, people say stupid shit out their mouth. And that doesn't bother me. I dealt with, people don't understand, I dealt with about 65 to 80 parolees a month. And they the worst of the worst, some of them was, and some of them was the best of the best. So it's all about life. So it's how you measure it, how you use it, and how you take it for yourself and go on and make yourself stronger and better. See, what I learned to do is that I don't take what happens today into tomorrow. And whatever happened yesterday, I don't bring it into today. And that's been one of my biggest gifts. Dwight Hall, we saw Diddy celebrate Kim Porter life. Why do you think he's trying to sell this to the public? Just what you said. He's trying to sell it to the public because it's a feel-good story. If you see a man that kind of in your eye shitted on a girl all her life. Sharice Davis, thanks for that cash app. I appreciate it, mama. Shitted on the girl practically all her life and made her second fiddle until he wanted her, or, you know, did her dirty. What do you think? You got to understand that no, I ain't gonna even, I'm gonna leave that alone. I gotta leave that part of it alone. But it's a feel good story. Deidre, I just answered one of your damn questions. Deidre Curvy. She's talking about, Gene, I got plenty of questions, but you never answered. I just answered one of your, I remember answering one of your questions. Give me another one of your questions, Deidre Curvy. I hate him. I hate him too, Deidre. He get on my damn nerves. How do I, what do you mean could I come in the fork of the road? Nah, there ain't no such thing as a fork in the road. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Tina, I have one question for you. Go ahead, Aaron. You said don't make that face, Nikki. Nah, Raymond, I wouldn't pray with Puffer like that. I pray with your mama. How about that, Ray? Find somebody else to play with. How do I feel? I don't have no feelings about Takeoff getting killed, bro. Yo, Aaron, I feel sorry for anybody who lose their life senselessly. So, but some personal feelings. I feel sorrow for his parents, his brothers, his sisters, and everything like that. But I didn't know him. I can only feel sorry from afar. That's it. China, I'm gonna cook some dressing because I love dressing, and go get me like 4 cans of cranberry sauce. Do I remember when Face died of Stevie J is nah. You know, Farnsworth Bentley was getting that's Rich Gatling. He wanted to know where Farnsworth disappeared to. I heard he was in Atlanta somewhere. He went back to Atlanta. But Farnsworth Bentley, he got television programs. He had a whole lot of situations that he didn't deserve because he was a thief. Let me be quiet because I want to put that in the book. Sean Diamond, what up with you? Peace and blessings to you, Mr. Malaka Dawada Ban Chakam. Whatever. Yeah, Howard. Do I think what was the setup, Aaron? Who got another baby pop other than Puff Lefty? Thank you, Consuela. Overnight me some dressing, please. Nikki, stop it. Troy, what up with you, boy? What up, Troy? Troy said I'm 6'7" to 1. Suge didn't want none. Suge one of those type of dudes, man. He a good brother, but he talk a good talk. You know what I'm saying? Here we go, everybody. Yo, Kim, I'm gonna teach you how to make some stuff because you talking about you wanted to know. Now you want me to mail you some? Come on, Kim. Deirdre, what's your question? Me either, Jaylon. My shit's like American Express, bro. I ain't have to interact. Last time I had an interaction, he was doing a show here, and our bodyguard Stevie when he first got on Love and Hip Hop. Him and his kid's mother, they had did a party, and our bodyguard him at the party when they first got on Love and Hip Hop. Sorry, Misha. Lefty, I'm missing that, bro. Yeah, he was weird, man. But he was a thief, fool chill. You want to get back to the topic today? We already did that, man. So, yeah, that was one of the biggest reasons. But I heard they was cool. Now I don't know. What's your question, Kato? What's your question? I don't ignore nothing I see. Tell me what your question is. Kato ballistic, please. Troy, what up? Troy, you always sound like you making something and challenging everything. Oh, yo, and your sweet potato pie wasn't even sweet. I heard about it. So just call it potato pie. Leave me alone, Troy. I told you, man. I'm going to roast you. You want me to text the recipe? Damn, Kim. Yeah, I worked for Stevie J a lot. You know, way back in the day in the Bad Boy days. And then I told you I worked with him when he first got on Love and Hip Hop. I don't do security for nobody. Jalen, yeah. No, I don't keep check on Big's mom. You know, she got people who don't allow that. I was cool, Miss Wallace. I thought I was. And then you know she got certain people that don't like me, and they puff boys, and they've been with her ever since. No, murder. You got to get the book. Me and Big had talked about that. No, Lefty, I ain't hear from him no more. Me and D-Rock supposed to meet, try a couple of times. Then I seen them on the thing with Puff, and they was laughing and joking, and I was like, yo, you gotta understand. If he did what he did to Big, I asked it up top, Gene. I don't know how to get it to it, Deidre. Just let me know what you asked. Did I answer it? I'm gonna answer Mr. Thomas Davis. Happy Thanksgiving, Big G. Happy Thanksgiving to you, man. Yo, Thomas Davis, a turkey, a chicken, ain't nothing but a bird. Yeah, Nikki. Has Puff, oh, here you go, ballistic. Has Puff communicated with you directly or indirectly about the book? Are you worried that you might sabotage you or anything like that? Shout out to my hometown, Lawrence, Mass, aka Lawtown. Yo, I can't shout out Lawrence, Mass, aka Lawtown, because if I shout out Lawrence, Mass, aka Lawtown, catabolic, I gotta shout out everybody town. So I'm just not gonna shout out Lawrence, Massachusetts, aka Lawtown. I wouldn't do that. To answer your question, nah, he ain't reach out to me about the book. You know, like he not. You know what I mean? So I'm not worried about anybody sabotage. I think putting it out on Amazon and not going with somebody was the best thing that I could have done because I've had things sabotaged before with major companies with major deals. You know what I'm saying? Acts 2:38. Yo, I did not know that about TD, Jakes, till somebody put me on to that. Yeah. Now, Dennis Bridgewater, he never gave me money, Playboy. You put in your time, you go to the office, the accountant or Kirk Burrows will have you check with you every Thursday. Sabrina, that's how it is, mama. You just gotta deal with it. Sharon, Chappelle, what's up with you? Butch Turner, Eastside Butch. What do you mean where your copy at? If that's Eastside Butch, where you think your copy at? At Amazon, nigga. All right, Deidre. Troy, for real, Troy? He said Bobby Brown looked like T.J. Jakes. Wow. I know Tyler Perry played Mud Deer and everything like that, but I ain't know he really was a monster that was really trying to get at niggas like that until he tried to get at my man in Puerto Rico. Yeah, I think that if you got a passion for music, you know, Murder was saying that I want my would I agree with any of my loved ones getting in music business. If you got a passion for music and that's what you want to do, then you go ahead. You got to keep everything in the perspective. Now, OG, you just purchased it? I'm finna look and see did you just purchase it. It's gonna tell me. As soon as somebody purchases it, I can go right here. You know, it shows you who purchased your book and everything. Hmm. Sorry about that, y'all. Where we at? Nah, I use barbecue grill in the winter, summer, fall, spring. It don't matter. I don't think he would either, Sharon. Let me see that. Butch Turner. Will, but I sent that book out, man. Stop playing with me. Somebody's telling me that I didn't send the will, but so, Will, but I sent your book out. 24/5 Toffee. All right, I sent it out, bro. Yeah. All right, y'all. Come on, man. Let me see right here. It's Thanksgiving. It ain't Thanksgiving yet. Now, Baby Man was younger, way young, and the way they praised him up like that. They wasn't coming up like that, Gene. I posted a question 3 times since you last asked. I'm not getting your questions, Dion. Let me look right here. She keep on saying she posting questions. I'm finna go back and see if I see anything she posted. I think she playing with me, y'all. Here you go. Why do you think Faith is still lying 20 plus years later about her and Tupac? You gotta ask her, Deirdre. I don't know why she lying. People say that she was there, but I wasn't there. And I don't know why she lying. It would make her look real bad. That was still Big's wife. That's one of the questions. Let me go back. I asked it up top. Get your spoil ass, Deirdre. You could tell when they spoil, right, y'all? I did. Was that the same question, Deirdre? I got plenty of questions, but you know, Did I ain't mess with you. It was more than 429, but you know, it is what it is. No, Dennis, you gotta watch the. Know what's the one that's the best? The one that's by. Oh my God, the Discovery ID. Go check that one out. Look at Deirdre. Thanks, Mr. Swanee, man. Stop it, Deirdre. Starting trouble. Yo, listen to me. I think that the fact that the lies that she told by not knowing that Pac and Big had a problem, and the fact that you would go to your husband's nemesis room late night in a black hoodie and all that stuff, like trying to hide without taking your girlfriend. That's kind of, that brings on speculations. Oh, dog, hold on, what's that? Well, I don't have no more charge on this battery. I've been on here for an hour and 77 minutes. Prophet, sarcastic, we gonna get a cookbook. We gotta get this other stuff done first. All right? Hold up. Like Dr. Umar say, that don't look suspicious. She. It was all that and more though, babe. You gotta realize it might be stunts between the record company, Libra Queen, but it ain't stunt to the real niggas in the streets. Cause they not getting that money. I think Puff would have been a whole different person if Heavy D was alive. Listen here, y'all. This thing is about to black out. Y'all go get this. We just gonna come and have regular conversation this whole weekend, man. My truck is in the shop. So I'm gonna be here this whole weekend. And we gonna talk and we gonna enjoy each other. Yo, this has been Big Gene. The Gene Deal Show. Let me go out to this grocery store and get this cornbread, this chicken gizzards, this Italian turkey sausage, so I can make y'all some dressing. Get on my nerve. Y'all get that book. Lucky Lefty, welcome to the force, brother. Y'all be good. Peace.